In a world of rumors and reckless talk, one woman stands for truth. She doesn't speculate, she cross-examines. The courtroom is her kingdom, and justice wears heels.
Order in the court, let the facts be seen. Melissa Jade on the mic, call her crime scene queen. She don't do drama, she don't do lies. Every case get clean when she analyze. Cross that line, she'll object real quick. Logic so tight, it cut like a brick. Beautiful mind with a presence so loud. When she speaks, you can feel the whole room bow, room bow, room bow. She studies every angle, every word, every lie. And when she speaks, it's not emotion, it's evidence. No hearsay, just receipts on the table. She don't need fiction, truth's her label. Courtroom lights glow, her heels click steady. Whole jury leaning like, man, we ready. They talk nonsense, she calls it out clear. Confident, strong, you can feel that in the air. She got the law locked and the facts in sway. Another case closed the Melissa J. way. They came with theories, she came with proof. They had opinions, she had the truth. They had the theories, she came with proof. They had opinions, she had the beauty don't fade when the brain got bite. She shine like a verdict red late at night. Smart, bold, blow loud and still so graceful. Every sentence sharp and tasteful. Some say justice is blind, but when Melissa J steps in, justice sees clearly. Yeah, she walked through lies like a gavel crack. Truth in her voice, ain't no turning back. Debunking myths with a lawyer's flair. She don't chase clout, she builds it there. Applause in the chat, they know her name. Melissa J, she don't play games. Beautiful, brilliant, truth unafraid. Bow to the queen of facts, Melissa J. The verdict is in, and the truth has a name. Melissa Jade. Melissa Jade.
Hello, everybody. Hi. Thank you so much, Bruce the Moose gifted 5 memberships before we even started. Thank you so much. Hi, Tess. Happy last Tuesday in 2025, everybody. I know we're about to end out the new year. Well, no, sorry. We're about to end out the old year and into the new year. I've missed everyone. I hope everyone had amazing holidays. Yes, I am back. Here I am. Hi, South Florida Thrifter, Julie A, Rhonda, Stephanie, Lisa Vamden, Stephen Callie, Samantha. That's so strange, Samantha. You've been, you know what? Hold on. I know how to fix this. Samantha, you've been here for a minute. So stand by 1 second, Samantha. Okay, where is she? There you go. That should help. Hi, Meat Noodle. Hello. Hi, so there's that. Me too. I'm so glad. I've missed all of you. I will be sleeping on New Year's Eve. That's what happens when you get whole. Honestly, Michelle, that sounds fabulous. It does it to you too. Like, what does it say? Does it say you're not like subscribed? Does it not let you comment? What's up? Like, oh, does it make you wait? It's been messed up since you changed the names. That's so peculiar. Well, I hope you guys all had amazing holidays. We are back. Before I even start, has anyone watched Stranger Things? We have the series finales dropping tomorrow. Does it really? It's Kirsten Lee? Totally obsessed. Oh, thank you, Lemon Squeeze. I'm very thankful because I've had a lot of new subscribers come when I started covering Laura. And it's funny because the first live I did, and this wasn't everyone, just, there was a few that I was like, who are these people, like telling me how to pronounce a name and this and that, but now I totally understand, as far as I try to imagine, like, if with like Letitia, or I know for like a case that I covered in depth or followed in depth, I think I would be a little defensive too if I heard someone get some like such a basic detail wrong. But my whole point in saying that is I'm so appreciative for all the people who have helped educate along the way and catch us up to speed. And if it wasn't for them, I would really be lost, because we have so many questions. I know I have so many questions, and I really rely so heavily on the chat, and I'm not used to doing that. And so it's just been so lovely to have a new community on top of our already amazing existing community. I'm just very appreciative. In the words of Derek, Laura Owens can suck my fat one. That honestly, so there's that. That sounds so good. I missed it, Samantha. I'm so mad I missed it. I did. I called him Clay, and I couldn't understand. I'm like, what's happening? Because, I've had my own community, like for a while, not saying that nobody new ever came, but I hadn't ever bumped into a scenario yet where I had like I was getting called out for something, and I was like, it's day one too. It was live number one. And I was like, shit, like I just stumbled upon this, and I'm just like kind of rolling with it. But I understand now. I totally understand now. It makes, and I think it's funny now. And I'm just so appreciative. Hello, Natasha, popping in to say, hey, MJ and friends. Can't say a lot going on, but miss my peeps. I miss you. Miss you. Yeah, what's the hype thing? I saw there's a hype thing now. You know what, Michelle? That's so funny that you said that, because I was just thinking about that yesterday. I was like, I need to follow up on that. Wait, let me get back to you for tomorrow's live, and I'll have an update. I don't have an update right now, though. I'm going to look into it, and I'll bring you the 411 tomorrow. Lisa. Okay. So, hi, no, thank you. Okay. So here we go. Hi, Soulful Shona. Hi, Grandma Sherry. So here is our missing child for tonight's live stream. This is Christine Laidley, and Christine has been missing only for a couple of days. Well, it's been a week. December 23rd, 2025, out of Norwalk, Connecticut. She is 17 years old. So if you or anyone who knows information on her whereabouts, please contact the Norwalk Police Department at 203-854-3000. Hi, Jacobs. So you guys know what's kind of very important about leaving 2025. 2026 is the year of accountability for Laura Owens. Whether she likes it or not, hi, JS, she is going to be spending this New Year's with all of her crimes going in to 2026, which will be her trial. She will be going to trial, and she will have to answer for all of these crimes. And she will, with all fingers crossed, be finally held accountable. And I am hoping January brings at least 7 new indictments for what she's done to Michael. Hi, Sweet and Salty Veruca. Hi, Adrian. You know what, Neat Noodle? I have not seen him. I will do my best to try to check in and make sure he's okay, because I haven't seen him either. She'll be updating her new website. I cannot roll my eyes hard enough. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I know that everyone who came from that community has waited far longer than we have, but this is the year. Here we are. And it's interesting because when I do my Laura research, again, I see that there have been creators who have covered it, a community who has surrounded it. And there's some videos I found where it was like, all right, this is before she was charged, you know, like we kind of move on. We got to let it go, you know, like basically her family case trial was as far as it was going to get. And people held on. Hi, Harlot. People held on. And they're like, no, this is wrong. She's not going to stop. And I'm glad that they did, because here we are 14 charges later. And she's going to trial, baby. And it's not family court. It's criminal. And she lied so much worse, Michelle, than just pregnancy, not minimizing it, but like the extent of her lies are like anything I've seen. Are you talking about Soulful showing up her trial? I don't know yet if they are going to have cameras in the courtroom or not. Oh, really, DMMT? I definitely thought no on indictments for the Mike stuff because it happened in California, but she may have opened the door with her latest DVRO renewal attempt on him. Fingers crossed. 99 problems, but a crime ain't one. Yeah, it is sad, Rhonda. So where we last left off, because I know it's been a week and we're probably all like lost, but we last left off where we're in February 2017. And this is when Mike's like, listen, I'm going to have to go and get a legitimate job at this podcast thing. Isn't going to get anywhere. You know, like I haven't spoken to anyone. And then he allegedly exchanges this long email with Katz, which I don't believe at all was Katz, and who, interestingly enough, is on the witness list. Well, it's not about like law and crime. What they'll do is they'll either allow cameras in the courtroom or not. Sometimes they will allow one network to stream it and everyone else has to stream from that network. Sometimes they record it in real time and then release it after. I'm hoping for a live trial. Correct, Samantha. Correct. And welcome, Samantha. Samantha has a wrench now, so welcome, Samantha. No, you're fine, Soulful Shona. I hope so too. Yeah, tell me, is her website? Hi, Deanna Christine. Is her website like where she blogs? Tess, do you see? I used your avatar from last year. You see it? We're happy to be back, Dis Mom. All right. So the last one I read was when Laura said she was going to sleep on Dubai. So let me pull up our visual. Okay. If they're allowed to, like, listen, if they allow cameras in the courtroom, I'm anticipating multiple places will stream it. It's just a matter of whether they will allow it or not. As of now, Amanda, yes. No, not a wench, Samantha. Not a wench. High proposalist people. Oh no, purposeless people. Sorry, I think proposal's on my mind because of, again, Stranger Things, the unproposal. I'm not a wench. I'm a Grinch. I'm wearing Grinch socks. I'm not over Grinch season yet. That's January 1st. So I'm just not looking forward to taking down my tree and stuff. All right, so here we go. I'm going to get my little visual up. Let's go with this for right now. Okay. So we last left off where It is February 26, 2017, and Laura wants to sleep on Dubai, okay? Because she, for Christmas, got Mike this trip to Dubai. So I'm going to read the last one we left with. And that is Laura saying, also, I'm going to sleep on Dubai and let you know first thing in the morning. I do obviously want to go. I just want to make sure that like this is going forward for a long time to come, since you aren't comfortable with saying that you are with me yet. I'm trying to make sure that's not just like a sign that I'm not right for you. Mike says, sounds good. So she keeps like, throwing that bait out, trying to snag it. Congratulations. Oh, Deanna. Congratulations. That's amazing. Is it you? Maybe it's someone in your family, but if it's you, congratulations. If it's not, still congratulations. Okay. So then Laura responds, but you see a future with us, right? You just aren't comfortable now posting it. I just wish I knew if you were going to get over this or not. Get over faking 2 pregnancies with you, because he is aware. And I know we last left off a little bit. Not all of us were agreeing. And guess what? That's okay. Not all of us have to agree. I do actually prefer when we don't all agree. I had some when I got to the messages where I realized Mike was fully aware that she had lied about the 2 pregnancies at this point. We all see it a little bit differently. That's okay, but I'm keeping my mind open. I just don't understand. I understand what everybody was saying as far as abusive relationships, gaslighting, manipulation, and all of that's true. But just I personally don't always see it that way. But that's okay. And thank you, 80s Time Machine, for 1 whole year. Yay, catching a live from snowy Wisconsin. Welcome, welcome. Wisconsin has the best cheese. I have family from Wisconsin. Thank you for an entire year of support. That is amazing. Here's to another. So she says, did that make you mad? I'm sorry. Call me before bed, please. If you're awake, I would really appreciate you giving me a call, Michael Pooh. I spoke with my family and I just wanted to chat with you briefly before I go to bed. No response. I really want to go to Dubai. I'm really trying to empathize with your side. I just really need to talk with you. So again, she threw that hook out. They have the best cheese curds, Samantha. She threw that bait out. She threw that hook out, and he's not snagging on it, right? Because now she's saying, maybe if I dangle Dubai in front of your face, you'll agree, fine, I will be official with you. Which, again, is truly, honestly pathetic. That if you have to say, hey, if you want to go to Dubai, you have to be Facebook official. If he even agreed, how are you confident in that relationship? How do you feel secure? How do you feel, yeah, this is real? Hey, Shacto. Look at everyone coming out. I've missed you all. I'm so blessed. So then she writes, okay, since you agreed to hear me out, I wanted to send you a note. I have told you this repeatedly, but every day I am thinking of anything I can do to make you smile and improve your day. Your happiness is my happiness, Michael, and giving you pleasure gives me more joy than anything I could do for myself. I don't understand why, but as I mentioned on the phone, you truly do think I have other motives. And the side of me that you choose to see is a bad one, Michael. After our conversation tonight, I see that you view me as selfish, booking trips for my own benefit, insecure, dramatic, having these conversations because you think I enjoy them, manipulative, always trying to think of ways to lock you in, and a liar. You have been open with me that you think I have lied about the radio situation when I have only told you what I have been told. And I have no control of David and whether or not he calls or texts or emails. His status as an agent is intimidating to me. And I don't want to change his positive view of me by trying to push him. These are all horrible qualities, and no one has ever questioned my intentions like that before. If anything, I wear my heart on my sleeve too much, Michael. Okay? And I'm horrible at hiding my true emotions. Meanwhile, I literally always try to see the good in you in every situation. And I have a hard time thinking you could ever be the bad guy. After my 26 years, this is the conclusion I have come to. The point of a relationship is to be your partner's number one advocate, to look for the best in them, but also to be honest enough to tell them when they are not being the way that they should, to show them appreciation, have things to look forward to, and be moving in a forward direction at all times, so that you are always working to help the other one achieve individual goals, as well as being the best couple you can be. Pause. Okay. It's very interesting reverse psychology she's trying to use, right? Like, we need to be going in Drive Safely 1967, Ricky. We need to constantly be going in a forward, full speed direction, or we're failing, Michael. Hold on, guys. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry. So then she continues and says, feeling schmooshmeidel was the most terrible feeling I have ever had in my whole life. And I'm so embarrassed and I'm so sorry to my family members. I have such high goals and standards that I have set for myself. And I am very proud of the progress I have made. You know, the 12 hours I went to the hospital allegedly, and I got all of that treatment. Like, I'm proud of me. I truly feel more confident than I ever have in my life, and I have huge goals for my future. I completely understand that my actions have consequences, but I don't want consequences, right? I want someone to believe in me unless I prove them otherwise. You constantly seem to doubt me, and you say you can't emotionally trust me. And I don't know if or how I can ever prove you wrong. As things stand, I feel like I have zero control of my future because everything is resting in your hands. Obviously, no one knows what is going to happen in life, but I do want a consistent, growing, and loving relationship. I want to help people who were in my situation in the past. I want to have standards for myself and to be with someone who respects me. When you are so adamant that you don't want to have to be known, have it be known to your close friends, let alone social media, which only matters to me because it is symbolic of how you view me, that you are with me. Like, it really hurts me. You don't want anyone to know we're together. It makes me feel discouraged and disrespected. I am so proud of the person you are now and who you are trying to become in the future. And I have so much respect for you because of that. If this situation were reversed, I would be your biggest supporter and I would do everything I could to let you know how special you were to everyone and how much I believed in your ability to learn and move past such a horrible situation. And if you gave me your word that it wouldn't happen again, I would believe you. I completely love you, Mike. And regardless of whether or not we work out, I know my feelings for you have always been honest and genuine, even if you question them. I know that you aren't there with me on feelings, and it's hard for me to believe that because mine have been so strong. I feel hurt, and I want to move forward in a better direction with you than we have gone before. Anyway, I realize this is a long text, but needed to pour my heart out. Then she writes, I mean, I'm planning on it, so I hope I didn't piss you off. Was just trying to be honest. So Mike responds, Hi, Chris Jenner. Oh, sorry. Was something happen? Was there a connection issue? Oh, there's multiple people saying that. Let me know. I would love to know how she impacted their relationships, especially Michael and his wife. That's probably, I know. It's fine now? Okay. All right, good. Yeah, if you have an issue, just leave and come back in. It's kind of like slamming on the back of a TV, like to make it fix. Like that's the way I know how to do it. So, okay. Oh, I think maybe it was me because I had a text message go through as green and that doesn't ever happen on an iPhone. Went out, came back in. Okay, lemon squeeze, thank you. To be fair, I did, but I just got up and I looked in the closet for something the spawn needed. So it shouldn't have been anything with a connection. I did say, hold on, but nothing related to technical issues. It wasn't you, Mallory, because it happened to a few people. I'm not sure, maybe YouTube. Okay. So then Michael responds, okay? Michael responds, okay, this is going to be hard to respond to, but I'll give it my best shot. Your first paragraph is incorrect. It's plain and simple. I think you're very generous and always wanting to do something fun, which is why you book the trips. But you usually do it without me knowing about it or chatting with me. Don't get me wrong. I really appreciate Iceland, Napa, and Dubai, but I've had talks with you previously about no more trips until we figure out us. Can't buy love, Laura. You can't buy love. In regards to David, I know you do not dictate what happens with him, but I think you have said things that were unnecessary and probably slow down this process. At this point, I look at the radio not happening. I'm happy it worked out for you, but I am not going to invest any more time into it. In regard to the horrible qualities comment, I think you're missing the point of why I have trust issues. First, you lied about the pregnancy, not once, but twice. Then you have these schmooshmidle thoughts that were terrible and lasted for months. It was manic depression and it threw me for a whirlwind. I don't think you realize the amount of stress that put on me and my family. So yes, I'm going to need to take my time when it comes to a decision. I'm sorry if that doesn't meet your timeline, but I need to look out for myself in regards to happiness. In the third paragraph, you talk about schmooshmide and not having control of the relationship. First, I'm glad that you understand your actions have consequences, but I don't think you truly understand, or else you would stop asking me the same question on a daily basis. When talking about control of your relationship, I don't get that statement at all because I'm unsure about you emotionally means that I have all the power. You can pull the plug whenever you want, just like me. So neither of us have more power than the other. I think because it's not going exactly the way you want, Laura, it means that I have more power, which is not correct. I think you need to approach this maturely and see that I was affected by it. If I don't get over it in time, then I can see where an ultimatum is given. But you ask me the same fucking question on a daily basis, like I'm going to change my mind in 10 hours. I know you love me. I really care about you. Oof, sorry, that's brutal. I know you love me. I really care about you. That's your answer right there, Laura. And he shouldn't have even held on this long. Honestly, he should not have. But right there, brutal. I know you love me. I really care about you, which is why I still want to keep seeing and spending time with you. I think we connect in a lot of ways and that we have more pros than cons. I just need you to take a step fucking back and relax when it comes to pushing me towards what you want. I have always been honest with you and I never steered you the wrong way. So I would appreciate if you could just relax on the interview questions on a daily basis. If we go on a trip, I think it would be really fun. If we don't, I totally understand and I would not hold anything against you. Laura responds, I just want to say I love you, baby. And night. Wish we were snuggling. It's so cold. So that's where we last left off, okay? And that's where I was like, I don't know about this because I understand, like, but I understand and I don't understand, like I understand manipulation, abuse, narcissism, gaslighting. It takes, a normal, a partner of abuse to leave after further, like for real, after multiple times of trying. I get all of that. And I don't like when, I don't feel like we have to all personally put our business out there for people to think our opinions are valid. And when I say that, I feel like unless you share, hey, I've been a victim of DV. Hey, I've been that person. If you don't agree, sometimes people are like, you just don't get it. That's not necessarily true. Like some of the same way that there are people who are former addicts, someone in sobriety currently that may not share the same opinion on addiction as you, like I don't, I can see it, but I do not see it. When he found out that she was lying about the 2 pregnancies and the schmooshmidle manipulation, I think he should have gotten out then. I don't understand staying. There aren't things that would have tied them together. They didn't live together. They weren't dating that long. Their finances weren't necessarily intertwined together. You could essentially just block and just go on about your life. But with that being said, I understand it's not always that easy. I understand that, like he may have just had a really big heart and was being manipulated by her parents or by Laura in disguise of her parents. I'm aware of all of that. So I'm keeping my mind open. But yes, I could confidently say I still don't understand it. That's just me personally. We don't all have to agree. So next, and I lost my spot. Perfect. Let me scroll down. Okay. February 28th, 2 days later, Laura acknowledges Michael not wanting to say they're together as boyfriend and girlfriend and being exclusive. She also says her father, Ron, is encouraging Laura to move the trip to Dubai until Michael is more comfortable. No, she did not. So she is pulling out, listen, Michael, I really want to bring you to Dubai and I want to swoon you and just spoil you and love on you as the man in this relationship. And, but my papa, Papa says, wait until you're willing to be in a relationship on social media. Yeah, so no Dubai for you until Papa says it's okay once we're exclusive. You are making a transaction, Laura. This is the definition of a transactional relationship. Okay? If you are exclusive and you hold me as your girlfriend in that fucking title, then I will bring you to Dubai like the beautiful man you are and spoil the shit out of you. It's transactional. And again, even if he did in a relationship on Instagram, Facebook, whatever the hell fancies your delight, what does that mean when you know you had to pay for it? You are making him a prostitute when you are asking for that type of relationship. You are paying for a service. I do understand that, Kris Jenner. And listen, here's the truth. Here's just the truth. Some people's thresholds are lower than others. There are people, and I don't, there is no right way. There is no wrong way. It's not like, oh, my way of thinking, it has to be the right way. I'm not saying that. Some people would never, ever, ever stand for a schmoosh-meidel manipulation tactic. Other people who maybe not are as familiar, like they've never experienced that, it could really severely impact them, right? And it could absolutely keep them on the line because they believe that person's life is in their hands. Everyone has different thresholds. That's just the truth. Probably Samantha. You're probably right, M11, because think about it, the contracts, right? She has the contracts. That is as transactional as you can get. So Laura says, my dad just didn't understand that you were that uneasy about saying that you were like with me. I shouldn't have said anything to him, but it's gotten Dad all upset. He absolutely loves you. So that's not the issue. It's like he is taking it personally and it feels like it hurt him or something. I can't put my finger on why he is pushing me so hard to move the Dubai trip until you are comfortable. Now I feel like I am pissing everyone off and I'm just disappointing people I love regardless. And I absolutely by no means am like wanting to pressure you into saying or doing anything you don't want to. I completely understand and I accept that you aren't there emotionally. I want to make that very clear. Do you, Laura? Okay. You are making it abundantly clear. Like, because here's the thing that's interesting about you. You say you acknowledge, right? Oh, my actions have consequences. Yet you stomp your fucking feet nonstop when you have the consequences. And you're like, but it's not fair. Like you're saying one thing and doing another, right? The same way, hey, Mike, like, I don't want you to feel like you have to be with me, but like, if you don't be with me, you're not going to Dubai, you're not going to Iceland, that job that I promised you for $250K a year and dental out the window. And Papa is so disappointed in you. And basically, if you try to walk away, my entire life is in your hands and I'm going to kill myself. Well, shit. Shit, Laura. Like, fuck. What's the man supposed to do? You say one thing, but your actions say something completely different. Okay, let's see. The next day, Laura texts Michael flight details for Dubai, but does not send the real proof of an actual reservation. So Laura writes, and she types it literally out in the text message. Okay. Flight and hotel info, March 1st, flight 226, Emirates, depart SFO 3:40 p.m. March 2nd, land DCB 7:25 p.m. Stay at Park Regis Criskin. March 8th, flight 225 Emirates, depart DXB 8:45 a.m. March 9th, land SFO 12:45 p.m. Because that's the exact details that someone is asking for, not the actual reservation or the ticket, anything like that. Just you typing it out in a text. Sure. So she then writes, holy shit, Michael, I can't believe we actually will be in Dubai. Mike says, I know, wild. Hey, question for us dumb folks out here. Did he ever make it Facebook official? How's he getting to Dubai? Oh, unless you were just trying to hold it over his head and then you didn't actually follow through, right? Because all of your attempts aren't working, Laura, right? Right. Okay. Let's see. What do we got next? So the same day, Laura and Michael, their flight to Dubai is in 3 hours. And Laura attempts to change the flight to the next day. She claims her parents need her at an oncology appointment for Ron. Laura claims to have trouble changing the flight. It is believed Laura hadn't actually yet purchased the tickets for the trip. That's probably what it is. So, who became a member? Yay, welcome Lemon Squeeze. Thank you so much. One of the last members of 2025, which is crazy. Hi, Wolfie. Thank you for becoming a member. Riding on the crazy train. I'm not arguing it, Chris Jenner. I know you're right. Thank you, Boxing for Life. Thanks for the coverage. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Thank you. So let's see these text messages. Mike says, we have to be at the airport by 1:20. And again, this is the day of. Oh, you're fine, Tess. Okay. We have to be at the airport by 1:20. Laura says, okay, I'm not ready yet. I could legit avoid all the hassle with my family if I switched it to tomorrow, which I can do. My dad had the Consumer Reporter call Emirates. Of course he did. The thing they are going to be so rough on me for is the fact that I am missing his doctor's appointment at Golden Gate Oncology at 2:30 today. I'm fine to go today. I don't care about this. Oh, okay. So we're supposed to believe you're hours away from needing to get on a fucking plane to Dubai that has been booked months in advance. Months in advance. And here we are the day of. And your parents didn't, know ahead of time what the oncology appointment was, even though I don't believe there was an oncology appointment. He's taking time. Don't act like you wouldn't prepare and take time off of whatever you need to do, make your arrangements to go to Dubai for a set amount of time. And now the day of, you're like if I could just switch this to tomorrow, like my papa is like besties with the captain of Emirates. And like, so we could just totally do a switcheroo. No. And I highly doubt, like everyone knows parents, they have each other. Okay. It's not like they're a solo parent that really needs their support of the child. The parents would be like, go live. We got this. We're fine, But no, not with Laura's papa. So Laura says, would that all be okay? Or would you hate me? We could just switch to London as well for next week. Mike says, when did you schedule a doctor appointment? Laura responds, my papa had scheduled the appointment last Friday at the family meeting. I just hope your dad isn't doing this to stop us from going. Oh, no. Nope. Literally, this resolved everything. You have like no idea. Now they are 100% supportive. Makes no sense. Oh, now that we're official, Papa is so happy. So everything's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Everything's good in the hood, babe. Except I just didn't book the tickets to Dubai. That's the problem here. So Mike says 2nd to the 9th in Dubai. London 9th to the 13th. Leave London on the 13th. Harrow. And I kid you not, he literally said, Harrow. I'm not just saying that. Hi, Debly. So she is telling him from the 2nd to the 9th, a week, they will be in Dubai. From the 9th to the 13th, another 4 days, they'll be in London. What a lovely trip she has planned for them. What a lovely fucking trip. Now she'll be planning visits to the cell blocks. I'm going to cell block D this week. Good for you, Laura. So Laura says, hey. Literally walked out of the appointment with my dad to missed calls and texts and Facebook messages that my pony Panda, who is leased out, is in the hospital for severely elevated kidney levels, and no one's calling me back. What the fuck? I'm sorry, did she just say, my pony Panda? I'm hoping that means you guys taught me there's a difference between a pony and a horse. So I'm going to assume, correct me if I am wrong, the pony's name is Panda. Unless a pony panda is an animal I am not familiar with, which is totally possible. Thank you, Massborn. Laura belongs in prison for a very long time. She's not mentally ill. She's a sick, addicted psycho. Agreed. 150% agreed. Thank you so much. Hi, Half-Ass Fashion. We missed you. Great. Consider connect. I know. No, thank you. Okay. Look at that. Boom. So, when in doubt, go for the horses, right? So Mike says, gotcha. I just wanted to confirm that we're going to tomorrow. Laura says, "K?" Meaning the Spanish version of what? K? Mike says, I wanted to confirm that we are leaving tomorrow and the airline stuff was worked out. Laura says, yes, I'm just having a little trouble with switching the return flight since that was part of the package, but I'm working on it. Mike says, ugh, I knew this wasn't going to be easy. Laura says, but I don't want to forego the cost of the part I paid for the return flight. That's why I'm trying to argue with them. You don't have to use the return flight if we are going to London. We are definitely good on tomorrow. Isn't that good at least? No, really, not really, because that puts us there for 4 days. I'll keep working on it. That's a long ass flight for 4 days. Sorry. Mike's like, listen, I want to go to Dubai, all right? But if we're only going for 4 days, and please someone educate me in the chat, how long does it take to get there? Because if it takes a day to get there and you're only staying for 4 days, yeah, I understand. He's like, listen, I don't know about that. Hi, little D. Hi, Silver Turtle Lady. So he's like, she's like, you're still wanting to go though, right? And he's like, yeah, but that's too short of a trip for me, especially after flying all that way. So I'm about 99% sure that I'm going to add Europe. Oh shit, is Mike adding it on his own? Shit. I could not. M11, I could not. That's what I think, DMNT. Like, but again, I'm aware that I have definitely realized through my relationships and friendships that not everyone is at the same level of seeing other people's bullshit. For me, my threshold is low because I'm very well aware how easily people lie. I've seen it. I've been burned. I'm more surprised when someone is not being a manipulative piece of shit, to be honest. But then I have friends that haven't, I guess, been burned the same way and really give people more of a benefit of the doubt. And nothing's wrong with that. But my point in saying that is I don't see myself doing what he's done, but that doesn't mean that he has the same threshold as me, you know? Let's get her. Okay. Nope, read this one. Okay. Let's see. Mike says, but I'm going to go to Europe as well. Laura says, okay, well, I don't know what to do then. Why? You told my sister earlier that you wanted to join. I do want to join, Michael Pooh. I'm just trying to get out of the flights I already paid for. You can still use Emirates leaving London, but it was booked through Living Social originally. Let's just pay a fee for the flight change. I'm working on it. I have a million things I promised my mom would do on the horses for taxes before I leave. I might just eat here. Okay, Mike says, what? Horses for taxes? What's happening? This is not my world. Okay, we're up to D. I'm simultaneously trying to switch us on my computer. I'm really trying. Obviously want to get dinner with you guys, but I'm trying to please everyone. That's fine on dinner. Mike's like, I'm not begging you to have dinner with me. Like, you're good. I'm fine with dinner. I'm wanting to figure out the flight stuff. Fuck dinner. I'm wanting to find out the flight stuff. I feel like you're upset with me. And I'm super excited. Laura, it's annoying because you were so confident earlier about how easy the switch was. You know I've called you 5 times and you just keep texting me. My dad has been trying to handle it, but so far has not had luck. I may need to book UAE to London separately if that's the case. I want to go super badly, but I'm not 100% sure I can stay that much longer. But the original flights and hotel are obviously okay, but I'm not sure if you're going to be pissed about that. Regardless, it's $2,700 I'm out right now. And if Emirates isn't going to change it without me rebooking 4 new tickets, basically a new trip, 2 Dubai to London and then 2 more London to SFO, That's a huge added expense. And I'm trying to be smarter about spending since I don't know what's going to happen with my radio contract. And I don't know what's going to transpire with my relationship with Liz. I was definitely fine just paying added London hotel fee, but fall extra tickets are a fortune. And so far, neither my dad nor I can get them to budge. So I hope staying with the original itinerary is okay. And then maybe we could plan a special trip with Stephanie and Colin when we both have more security with work. I knew this was going to be a pain and that no one had called. Huh? That no one had called? I switched it from today. Yeah, but you couldn't even extend it in Dubai one day. I'm going to book myself a multi-city flight from Dubai to London, then to San Francisco. I didn't work hard on extending it one day in Dubai because I thought you were set on going to London by the 9th. I can try that, especially since we won't use the night on the 1st. It's the changing cities that's a problem because that's a totally new flight, not just swapping dates. I'm going to book a flight right now since I already bought us tickets to events in London. This is so frustrating. Okay, so you don't want to stay the extra night in Dubai then? To stay till the 9th? Yes, I would like the extra day. But you're not using the return flight if I can get that. Correct. You're positive? But like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you really going to stay there without me? Like, you're going to make me fly home alone? Yeah. Listen, Mike earned that fucking Dubai trip. All right. Mike earned it. He's going to make the most of it. All right. Let the man go to Dubai. So then she's like, you're positive? Mike says, send the itinerary, please. My dad is on the phone right now. I need to book these flights right now, and I don't want to wait any longer. You guys have to realize this is the day of. So it's not like he's being irrational or anything. I'm trying to see if I can switch. If I can, the return flight on the 8th or the 9th is at 8:45 a.m. They are going to be the same time both days. They are direct flights. Exactly. That's what I was saying. Gosh. I told you I would try on London this morning. I never said I was 100% positive I would do it. Now I feel like you're disappointed, and I don't think that's like fair for me. I don't understand what the difference is from what we've been planning if I'm able to extend it one day to Dubai. You definitely said you were 100% in. I just asked my sister if I was crazy for thinking that. I was 100% in for the idea of doing it. Absolutely. It's just the additional money that's insane. It's $528. It's not $528 for 4 tickets. If it was a seamless swap, I would be completely in. 1, I would lose the money for the airfare from the original package I paid, whatever portion that works out from Dubai to San Francisco. 2, the nonstop Emirates Dubai to London flight, EKO 11, is $967, $1,934 per person on March 9th. And 3, Emirates doesn't have a direct London to SFO flight. Definitely not on March 13th. And the cheapest I can find one way per person back is $1,707. So $3,414 total. So that adds a total of $5,348. Any updates? I could switch it to Thursday, but it doesn't seem like that changes things for you. I haven't switched it yet. The fuck is taking so long? It's a simple, quote unquote, can we switch it to this date? Yes or no answer. I just said to you, yes, but I haven't switched it because I didn't know if I would make a difference to you if you were going to extend the trip anyway to London. That's perfect. God, he's so over it. I feel like at this point, he really was just in for the Dubai trip. I have no hate on him for doing it, but I feel like he was just 100% at this point. Nah, man, I've got so far. Like he came so fucking long and hard. He was like, fuck this. I am going to Dubai. He's earned it. I respect it. Thank you, Chris. Out of all the YouTubers covering this, I believe you are now one of the most knowledgeable. Shut up. Oh my God, no, not possible. I believe you're one of the now most knowledgeable YouTubers covering this because you've studied so hard. Thank you. Thank you. Honestly, no, that's all you guys, seriously. But I feel like I've barely scratched the surface. But you guys have truly carried me, and I'm so appreciative. But thank you so much for the super chat. And I didn't mean shut up in a mean way. I meant it in a loving way. I'm trying to switch my vibratos or whatever you call it. So it's not hard because I can't keep it on the screen anymore because Laura likes to strike a lot. So I'm trying to make sure it's easy to follow. So, yeah, I know, Harley, but I feel like he was like, I got this. I feel like he went into a barbershop, right? And he went in for a 1920s Empire Boardwalk type haircut, right? And they fucking butchered it. And they fucking down to the skin shaved. And he has a couple of fucking hairs left on the side. Do it. Just fucking shave it off already, right? Like I came this fucking far. I'm not about to go walking out with a couple of stragglers left. No, it's not what I wanted, but like shave it. That's where I feel like he's at right now. Oh, she doesn't follow. She strikes this channel. Yes, she does. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, South Florida. You guys stop. You guys really know how to make a girl feel loved. Poor Laura. She would pay for this type of appreciation. I'm on an alt account. I always am. But I was pregnant when I found Melissa. My little love is 2 years old now. I'm playing with magnet tiles and monster trucks. He just got finished. I love that. Thank you. Oh, Laura, you could never afford this type of love. You couldn't. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Welcome, Laura Owens. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Katie. Okay, I think we're on E. No, we're on F. So Mike says, please send me an itinerary now. Because again, all he has sent her so far are text messages of what they're going to do. Nothing tangible, nothing actual, like here are the tickets, here is the reservation, nothing. Please send me the itinerary now. Let's just leave tomorrow and I'll just go for London and I'll come back on the 9th. I'm tired of asking for the same thing over and over again, Laura. We literally just sat down to eat, Michael. It'll literally be the same flight, just a day later. I will send it as soon as we finish. I have like blue cheese crumbles in my mouth. I'm absolutely exhausted. Today it's been nuts. You guys are like, you were supposed to be in Dubai today. No wonder he's pissed. Bending spoons. Oh, that's strange. Lisa, I think that is now the most random super chat I've ever gotten. $20.26. Happy New Year's, you sexy beasts. Glad to head into the new year with MJ. Thank you for the $20.26. It's that 26 cents that really makes me feel like you didn't half-ass it. You didn't just scroll your finger and do the automatic suggested super chat. You put in that effort to decide, no, I want this amount of cents. And even though the penny, they don't do pennies no more, you made sure to give me one. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So thank you. Okay. So he says, honestly, it seems as though you and your parents have canceled the flights and have no intention of rebooking. If it's so easy, then you would have sent the itinerary. We won't go to London, but send the flight for tomorrow, or I'll assume we're not going. What the fuck are you talking about? Hit forward on the email. Sorry. I'm sorry. Yo, I have watched this man be manipulated with the schmooshmeidel stuff. And sorry, I have to say it like that because she's going to try to hit for anything. 8 the fucking abortions, the 2 pregnancies, ovarian removal, freezing of the cervix, yet I have never seen anger and more of a foot put down from this man than I have seen over this Dubai trip. He is at his fuck is way behind him. He is way past his last fuck to give. And he's like, I did not come this fucking far to not get this trip. He is over it. He is over it. Thank you so much, Cassie's Thesaurus. For 2 months, I'm afraid she will plead out, won't get to see her, get what she has coming to her. There's a very good chance. Thank you for the support. There's a very good chance that that's going to happen. That's why we have to really hope they don't offer a plea, but anticipate they will, because it is very typical. And let's hope she is so psychotic she believes she could get out of this and won't take a plea. That's really what we have to hold on for. So he says, hit forward on the damn email. It's not that difficult. I literally am trying to eat dinner with my parents while my family discusses cancer treatment options. I have never let you down on a trip, and I'm not going to start now, Michael. I have to call them back when I am done to confirm the switch on the 9th. Okay. My sister wrote that above text because this all doesn't make sense, Laura. I'm just so confused why you wouldn't just extend it while you had them on the phone. Because my dad is the one who had them on the phone. I said I needed to go back to you to see if you even wanted to go. And I said I would call back, which I will do as soon as I'm done eating. You can't hear it, but my mouth is filled right now. Cool. Enjoy your meal. My dad is going to contact the ambassador. No, Laura, no. Did she really just... I think she did.
Okay, what the...
Her dad, Papa, is going to contact the ambassador. Okay? Shit's about to go down. Because, all of this happened because Papa needed to go to his oncology appointment, not just with wife, but with Spawn. Okay? But now, Papa's got his energy, and Papa's contacting the ambassador. Sure, Jan. I'm curious if she really just didn't have the money for it. Like, I'm curious, like, what the truth of the situation was. My dad is going to contact the ambassador. Okay, we are done. I will send it to you ASAP. I'm switching it. So it's all switched? Are you mad or something? Because, I'm feeling like you're mad right now. No, I'm still waiting for the itinerary. Hello? I'm about to email it. Laura, how is it taking this long to send it? Are you messing with me? Mike, if you're only now starting to figure out she is messing with you, I don't know what to say. So let's say we're on G. So Laura says, everything is confirmed for the switch for tomorrow through the 9th. And she does send a screenshot. She's like, did you not get this? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Mike says, I got it. It says it's not confirmed. She's like, yeah, meaning exact seat assignments. And let me see if I can show this to you guys. Hold on one second. No, she's going to hit it. So it says San Francisco, March 2nd, 2017 to March 9th, 2 round trip tickets. Your ticket is not yet confirmed. We are confirming it with the airline and will update your online itinerary within 24 hours. And it says Laura Michelle Owens, Michael Martini, ticketing in progress, San Francisco to Dubai, plus 1 day. Oh, it's a 15-hour, 45-minute flight. Then Dubai to San Francisco. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, and now she's messing with him. Well, I like, to be fair, she did take him to Iceland. So at that point, like, she put her money where her mouth was and did bring him to, like, on this beautiful trip. So I could understand in his mind why he was considering that it was legit. I will give him that. So let me see. What's our next one? Hey, Remy. So March 9th to the 13th, it says, at the end of the Dubai trip, Michael received word his stepfather is in a coma and will pass away soon. Michael and Laura text about the situation, and on the 13th, his stepfather passes away. That's very sad, and I'm very sorry for his loss. I know, Remy. So Laura writes, I am so sorry you had to come home to this after such a great trip. Your ability to push through hard times and be such a pillar for everyone when you are going through such struggles as well is so admirable. And one of the many traits about you that I love. I am here for you and your family 24/7. He doesn't answer. How are you guys doing? Will you please tell them that we are all thinking of them? We are praying for you guys and Wayne. No answer. How are you doing? Are you okay? Mike responds, I feel terrible for my mom. Laura says, she seemed absolutely devastated, and I just wish there was something I could do to help. I am so sorry. Has there been any change in his condition? Mike says, he is on life support, and they will be inducing him in a morphine coma tomorrow. No, he isn't going to make it. Once they remove the respirator, he will pass away. Laura says, oh no, I am so sorry. It's exactly how my grandma passed, and it was about as peaceful of a way to go as you could get, but it was really hard on everyone. Wayne is so lucky to have someone as nice and caring as your mom. I'm sure you being home just means everything to her. Do you want me to call? I would love to talk to you and support you, but I want to give you space if you need it to. Whatever helps you most. He doesn't answer. How are you feeling and holding up? He doesn't answer. I couldn't stop thinking of this horrible situation last night. My heart just breaks for all of you, especially your sweet mom. I hope you know I'm here for you and for your whole family. I love you so much, and I will do everything I can to help you through this. He doesn't answer. How are you doing? I'm not doing good because my mom is struggling. I know it's early, but I just worry about her financially. It's really sad. Are you going to the hospital tomorrow? They are taking him off life support tomorrow. We don't know if we can afford her house. I'm sorry, this is going to piss me off. I'm going to put all of my savings into buying the house. But I don't know what that will take in regards to payments. With my savings and paying off the other kids, the mortgage will be around $370,000, which is over $2,000 a month, plus utilities, plus HOAs. I just don't know what to do right now. He just passed away. I miss you. I hope you give serious consideration to us moving in and me getting all the rental that would be less out of for you. Laura, I honestly haven't even thought about that. Okay. So I didn't want to read that like disrespectfully at all because that's very vulnerable, very personal. But I just want to reiterate that we've read previous messages where his stepfather was very sick. And that is when Laura did her episode, her Schmeichel attempts and manipulation and the stress that she put on this family. And I really respect that his first reaction in that moment wasn't even just the loss of his father figure, right? Stepfather. It was taking care of his mom. He switched to man role, right? And I need to step up and take care of my mom. And I really, really respect that. But for Laura, what pissed me off when I was reading that is knowing what Laura did with the podcast. She knew she was lying. She was getting him to believe he was going to make $250,000 a year plus benefits. Took time of finding a legitimate job while he was producing content and not getting paid for it. And it goes to show that how this was far beyond just faking pregnancy. She was genuinely controlling so many aspects of his life and truly messing with them. And at this point, he isn't working because you told him he had this great fucking deal. And he believed it because look at your family. That's the industry your family was in. You're telling him you're making an insane amount of money. Like, she had the facade going. She really did. Like, she had the image there. She made it believable. She did take him on these beautiful trips. Like, he had reason to believe it. It wasn't just all talk, but it shows like that's so fucked up. She can experience empathy. She mimics, right, Chris? She mimics it. She tries to display it. That's why when she says, oh, I'm aware that my actions have consequences, yet she has a fit anytime those consequences arise because she knows what to say. She knows that she's supposed to say this, but she doesn't feel it. She's not experiencing those emotions. Oh, thank you, Silver Turtle Lady. Yeah, it's a very intimate moment, you know, and it just shows how far she'll go. So on the 17th of March, 2017, it says, over the next 2 days, Laura tells Michael, Ron, Papa, has asked David for a favor. Again, the one who controls the podcast. To expedite things with the radio show. She then texts him about what she considers their 1-year anniversary. Michael is spending time with friends and doesn't immediately respond. Laura then says she's feeling very sick, attempting to manipulate a response from Michael. So she turns around and says, listen, I know you're trying to take on the weight of losing your stepfather and you want to step up and help your mom because you don't know how she's going to make ends meet. Here I am giving you the option, move in with me, right? I'll take care of it. I'll make all the problems go away. When she didn't have her own money, she wasn't working doing that podcast either. I don't know what deal she has. She wasn't doing what she claimed she was doing though. And then she actually has the nerve to turn around once Mike says, all right, I'm not waiting around for this podcast anymore. I got an offer for a really good job. She has the nerve to turn around and make him believe, hey, so my dad spoke to the producer and we're trying to really get it moving. And you had an out. This goes to show how crazy she is. She had an out. of the podcast. He kind of gave up on it. And you're pulling him back in when he needs that financial security most. That is pure evil. I'm waiting for it, Lisa. So Laura says, Mike, I love you so much. I just have to say it. I'm so embarrassed. Our anniversary is March 25th. There's no answer. My dad is going to try to work on your stuff for the radio tomorrow. No answer. Are you mad at me? Hey, no, I'm not mad at all. I've just been hanging with my family. My dad lit a fire under David, Mike, and Justin. According to Papa, David is still out of town until Sunday, but he said he is going to work on it first thing Monday. As far as I know, he has never asked David for a favor, so I think this really pushed him. My dad said Mike is useless, but acted like he was going to do something. Justin was great about it to him and very encouraging. I am going into the studio Monday because Lena claims she doesn't have all the info she needs to post our shows, which I think is BS because I've sent her summaries, bios, and photos. She is leaving the company as of next week, so I think it's pretty important that everything we've done so far gets posted while she's there. Did you get this? Are you okay? How are you? Thanks for the detailed text. Hey, yeah, I played golf and ate sushi, and now playing pool for like 3 hours. Seeing you handle all of this so gracefully and being so supportive of your mom and sister has made me fall even harder for you. XOXO. I hope that didn't make you uncomfortable. I'm trying to give you a compliment. I'm a bit stressed. So because he doesn't answer them. So she just, she's going down. Now she's a bit stressed. What are you stressed about when he is going through something very stressful? Hey, darling, I'm hanging out with friends. I'm not pulling out my phone and checking this stuff, but I miss you. I miss you more, Michael. XOXO. 5 minutes later. How are you? Question mark. I hope you know how much I support whatever you do. Do you want to do dinner and a night in Sonoma, Napa, or somewhere around Sac for our anniversary? No answer. Oh, I'm all of a sudden feeling super sick. Can you call me? I got dinner with my dad and he spoke to David today. Are you going to answer yet? He said there's a very, very good chance. You probably aren't even reading this, so I shouldn't say anything. And then she proceeds to say everything. But I told my dad that lending home upped your offer by a lot. And so he said he felt like he should back off on radio since he came on so strongly initially when he started working on this for you yesterday. He felt bad that he pushed people on it when you probably won't do the radio anyway. Because I just said to him that realistically, it sounds like you would make way more than 100,000 with this company. And you would probably take that over a possible 100,000 from KGO because this would be an instant contract. And I totally listened when you said KGO was your top choice. I just don't know if my dad should pull out all the stops if you are leaning towards something else. So here she is knowing, oh, thank you so much. Hold on. Thank you, 80s Time Machine, for the gifted membership. Congratulations, whoever got it. Here she is knowing he wants to step up and take care of his mom and sister after his stepfather just passed. And what does she do? I know you have an offer for a really good job, but let me come in once again and convince you we're pulling all the strings. And this is an instant contract with a guaranteed 100,000. So, but I figured you're not interested. How dare you lead him to believe he had that? He is stressed about his mom affording rent. And you dangle that in front of his face. Just if we're together, right? But we got to be exclusive. And it wasn't even legitimate. So he says, I told you not to say anything. I just said a strong possibility. I just don't want my dad to look bad if you pick something else. And so at least now he has a warning. I told you I was going to do the radio if I get it. I don't know how you come up with this shit. It really bothers me that you don't ever fucking listen. The fuck are you talking about? I just spoke to him. I'm trying to talk to you before I go to the barn and I don't have service. Please call me back. Now my dad wants to meet me and talk to me about this stuff with you and the show. So I would really appreciate you calling me back. So again, Mike always said he would do it if it was legitimate, but he had been putting time and effort into this podcast for months and hadn't got paid $1 with all of these promises. So he finally started interviewing and he got offered a really good job. And you turn around and you're like, well, hey, you would have 100,000 the moment you sign this, but I told them you weren't really interested. What? That's not what he said. This is you see this again a lot where males usually will isolate the female and I don't want you to work. I don't want you to have your friends. This is what Laura's doing to Mike, though. It's reversed. You don't see it as often or it's not as least as publicly known about. But this is what she's doing to him. So let me see. I'm on to see. Jesus, I'm trying to protect my dad's reputation and have your best interest at heart at the same time. All I wanted to do was make sure he wasn't sticking his neck out for you if you had decided in your mind to take the lending home job. You specifically said to me yesterday that they were going to raise it quite a bit and that if they hit your number, you were going to take it. You said your mom and sister told you to take it if you got it because radio was taking too long. I don't think you understand that I have never asked my dad to do a favor for me on something like this. And I didn't want him to stick his neck out and ask for it if you weren't 100% sure you were going to take it. Because my dad is needing to negotiate with the station on his own contract for next year. And I didn't want him to piss them off by asking them a favor and then you declining an offer. That would embarrass him and piss off the station. I have had your best interest at heart since day one, and it's super upsetting that you don't see that. When I was directly asked by David if we were in a relationship, it caught me off guard. I said yes, and I told the truth. It's not like he would say anything to the station, but as an agent, I really can't lie to him. It's never been brought up since then. I don't know what to say if you legitimately think I'm trying to screw you here. I have always cared deeply for you, and my actions have shown that. I am trying to look out for your best interests as well as protect my dad. And I don't like that you're trying to portray me as a bad guy for trying to do that. I am very, very, very upset. Okay. Welcome, Silver Turtle Lady. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. You guys are the best. So Mike responds, ready? That is the dumbest text and makes no sense. That's Remy. That's where it gets a little bit tricky. So her dad is sick, not sick like she's claimed he's been sick going back a decade, but he does have Parkinson's and I'm not sure what else, but he is a very known radio I don't know what title you would like, radio host. Like, he is known in the industry. He does have good money, but I don't know the level of involvement or awareness he has had. That's what is interesting to figure out, because we know that there are calls with dad, there are texts with dad, but Laura is a master manipulator. Yes, Remy. And so it's hard to determine which ones are him, which ones are Laura pretending to be him. How much was he aware? How many times is Laura portraying this and Ron had no idea? But I think mom knew majority. And there's evidence that leads to mom knowing very much. I don't think Ron had any idea the extent of what his own wife and daughter were doing. Yeah, thank you, radio personality. So he says, that is the dumbest text and makes zero sense. You're obviously not looking at my interest. I told you, if they hit my numbers, I'm going to take it in case the radio doesn't go through. I don't get how you come up with the other stuff. You're fucking ridiculous. And both my mom and sister said I shouldn't tell you anything anymore because it keeps backfiring. I'm just tired of you going out of your way to do this. It's the second time it's happened, and I'm really, really pissed this time. I said I can't turn this down if they hit my number, and radio isn't guaranteed. Laura says, Kay, you think I'm going out of my way to screw you? Right. Because all of my actions for the past year have really indicated that I want to fuck you over. Glad you look for the best in me. Got it. Excuse me? It's amazing how she says it exactly as it is, but she's saying it as if it's not true. All of your actions show that you really want to screw him over the last year. Yes. 8 failed abortions, 2 pregnancies, both twins, one not making it, the other one making it, ovarian, cancer, removal surgery, all of this. Yes, Laura, it shows you don't give a shit about like his entire life, him as a person, what you've done, the impact, the emotional, mental, physical impact of your actions and what you've done to him. So Mike says, LOL, you're ridiculous. I don't get how you don't understand that all I told my dad was that lending home was going to significantly raise your offer. He's trying to get it, so they talk to you seriously about giving you an offer ASAP this week. So again, a legitimate job, raising their offer and hitting that number where Mike's like, I'm going to take that job, right? I can't keep sitting here working for months on this radio thing you keep promising me is going to happen, yet I've never spoken to anyone within the station. And she turns around. Oh, well, I imagine my dad pulled the strings and magically got this number, but I told them, you're not interested, because you're not. What? She should, Bruce. She should absolutely be forced while like tasers dangle from the ceiling and, forever stepping on Legos. Hey, ahoy, Helen. Thanks for being here. So he says, Mike, I don't know how you get this text, which I've repeated at least 20 times. I said I can't turn down this opportunity if they hit my number, and radio isn't guaranteed. Yeah, I understand that. Obviously, I've always said radio is my number one. Then why say anything to your dad? Nothing has changed at all. I don't really know how to not make you angry at this point. Just admit what you did was not the right thing. But obviously, I didn't do anything to hurt you or affect you negatively. How do you figure? Do you really think I deliberately did something to hurt you, Michael? I really don't know what else you want me to do. I'm not going to tell you that I was deliberately trying to screw you because I would never do that. I talked to my dad at length about you and the job today and certainly didn't do that. All I'm trying to do is help. I'm sorry you don't think I am doing a good job. So, are you just going to ignore me then? I'm going to the station early tomorrow morning to work with Lena and get the shows up. And my dad is talking to 3 people on your behalf. I don't know what you want me to do. And I'm like really sad and upset. I'm not reachable. I'll call you soon. Oh, he gave her the automatic. he gave, she must try to call him and he gave her the automatic. I'm not reachable. I'll call you soon. Then he says, you up? And she says, oh, I miss you so much, baby. Yuck. So, a week later, on their anniversary, air quotes, Laura gets jealous. Michael liked another girl's Facebook status. Okay. So she writes, what has this year meant to you? Like, what do you see as our future beyond this year? He didn't answer. Also, I need to know rent money amount and the account name to Venmo it to, because I'm trying to get that done tonight. So please send it ASAP. Also, it's just hurtful that on our anniversary, you're picking Adrian's status to throw a like to when you are so scared of anyone knowing that you even know me. I wouldn't do the same to you if situations were reversed. I genuinely don't like that girl, and I know her much better than you, Michael. So I don't honestly understand why you'd be communicating at all with her. Here's the thing, guys. She wouldn't have been notified that he liked someone else's status. That would have had to have been her. Either the girl's status was on her feed, or she would have had to go and seek it out to know he even liked it. How dare you hit that like button? He said, first of all, I don't communicate with her. Secondly, you have never told me that it bothers you that her and I are friends. I obviously see a future with us, or I wouldn't waste your or my time. So the next day, Laura wants to take the next step and move in together with Michael. He says he's giving it serious thought, but that he doesn't want to be forced to move in somewhere because of finances. I respect that because, listen, anyone knows who's broke as a joke. Month-to-month bills are a struggle, okay? And to have someone really essentially waving in your face and taking you to trips all around the world, it could be tempting, especially after he just lost his stepfather and you have Laura flaunting all of this right in front of his face. Hey, Gidget. That's exactly what it was, South Florida. Into the vegetable casita, exactly. So Laura writes, I miss ya. I really want to take the next step and move in together, especially since you are going to be spending more time in SAC. I think it makes a lot of sense. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I hope you're giving it serious thought as well. No answer. Plus, we could get a puppy. I'm giving it serious thought. Thank you for being so kind and generous. I just need to take a serious step in my life, and this is obviously a big one. If I didn't think you did love me on the inside, I would be out of the relationship. I just want my life to be taking shape. And I need to know that you are as committed as I am as a future together to continue. No response. Okay, ... No response. ... No response. Question mark? Why do you need to take a big step in life? I don't want to be forced to move in somewhere because of finances. I want to make sure we are both ready. I really care about you, and I am contemplating the move. Well, because I just want to be taking steps towards having a family of my own, since I am going to be 27 soon. And it's like important to me that I am with someone who feels the same way and is on the same page as me. I'm definitely not forcing you or anything.
You sit on a throne of lies.
You are literally putting him in a position where the only answer you are going to accept is yes. Mike says, "Hey, darling, I know you're not forcing me. I never said you were. I'm saying finances has forced it, which I want it to come naturally. Baby, I'm just dreaming of how beautiful it would be if we moved in together, kissing each other nonstop, taking dogs to the Marina Green, cooking, binge watching, working on the shoe. On the shoe? So many cool things. God, I love you so much. My heart feels very full because of you. What's working on the shoe? What's working on the shoe?" SHOE. Working on the shoe. Is there a shoe that lost its soul? Laura sure as fuck did. All right, let me see. The next day, 3 days later, Laura is asking Michael if she is his one, when Michael has previously asked her not to ask him questions of that nature. So Laura says, "I really miss you, baby. Hey, I'm just finishing dinner. I'll call you in a second." Okay, but I have an important question for you. Are you at all more swayed that I'm your quote unquote one? No answer. It's important to answer. No answer. I love you, Mike. No answer. I just wish we were at the same place. I can't be the one who loves more forever. And that has been at the forefront of my mind. No answer. Hello? Hello? Hi. Did you read what I sent? Well, it's just how I feel, and it's been on my mind a lot lately. You told you last night on the phone that you need to stop saying that type of stuff, and then you text it. So yeah, I read what you sent. It just popped up on my Instagram feed that you and 6 of my writing friends liked Adrian's picture. I seriously don't get it. I've told you how that bothers me when you do that, and that she has never been kind to me. And it really hurts me that you like a photo with her mom, who I doubt you've ever met, but can't ever like anything of mine when I go out of my way every day to make you feel loved and special. I would never do something like that if I knew it bothered you, Michael. And I literally told you that last week. I really don't get it at all. If she isn't nice to you, then why would you be friends with her? Also, I have met her mom and her dad and one of her brothers. Wait, so it wasn't even like a sexy photo. It wasn't even like a sexy photo. It was a photo of her and her mom. Are you kidding me? Laura, it was a photo of her and her mama. What is the problem? What is the problem? You and 6 of my other writing friends, you counted? You went through that liked list and were like, Fucking Chuck. Barry? Are you kidding me, Barry? Like, what were you doing, Laura? You are online stalking. That's what you're doing. I really don't get it at all. Leave that girl's mama alone. It was a family photo. It wasn't like her in a bikini. My goodness. So, this one randomly is out of order. This is February 26th, but it says Michael confirms there was an argument in Iceland, but contrary to Laura's claim, they fought over the napkin note. Michael confirms the argument stemmed from Laura sending photos of the two of them to people. Michael says, and I like your photos. I actually liked one earlier today. She says, because I have known her. Oh, okay. No, this is in context. I don't know. Mike says, and I liked your photos. I actually liked one earlier today because I have known her for about 15 years. And up until she moved, I would see her at every show. I just don't get it. After all the drama she caused while we were in Iceland, I don't know why you would do that when you know it bothers me and that you haven't even seen the girl in a year. The fight in Iceland stemmed from you sending photos of us out to people, which completely went against everything I said. I want you to get something straight. These types of fights about liking of a post are fucking petty. If I wanted to date her, I could have. I cut it off with her, and these types of arguments make me want to do the same with you. Ooh. Oh, you need some aloe vera for that burn.
Thank you very much.
Please don't leave it like that with me. I really have an important day for the business tomorrow, and I'm really upset. Good luck today. Okay, so after sending Michael a wall of texts, Laura threatens to call his mom and or sister because she's worried about him. She also says she's had a big talk with her parents and she and Michael need to talk. Michael has simply been at dinner. And again, I know we don't take the time to like go through the timestamps, but they're always minutes apart. Like her mass texting, it's minutes apart. Let's do it. Okay. I'm in love with this horse. And I also have 2 sale ponies here that I would love for you to see. Is that code for something? What's a sale pony? Back in sack? I just wanted to tell you how much I care about you. No response. It was important to me to express my feelings. I need to. Please call me. No response. It's really impossible to communicate my feelings via text. We need to talk. No response. I had a big convo with my parents and we need to talk. No response. Are you alive? Should I call your mom or sister? I'm giving it 5 minutes and then I will. Laura, I'm alive. What's up? I'm at dinner. Hello? I'm calling your sister. This is unreal. God, my parents would be fucking livid. Oh, shit. He responded, though. He's like, yo, I've been at dinner. I'm here. She's like, how fucking dare you? Like, it's minutes apart. It's minutes apart. Okay? I'm calling your sister. This is unreal. God, my parents would be fucking livid. I'm sure you're not with a group of people who has done 0.008 as the sorry. She pulled out a percentage and it's a random one. Hold on. I'm sure you're not with a group of people who has done 0.008 as much for you as I have, and yet you choose to ignore me? Moi? I'll call my papa if you want to talk to him, but I thought I could break it down a little better than he wanted to. No response. You've broken my heart, Michael. You've broken my heart and my family's as well. No response. I just don't understand why you talk to me like that. Now I'm really upset. No response. Hello? Okay. So, a couple days later, Laura is still pretending to be David Katz, stating Ron didn't ask David to move things along. I'm feeling really bad that my dad asked David to move things forward ASAP and that we didn't do what he asked. I can go in and see what I can come up with from what we have if need be. Huh? He didn't ask me to do anything. To be honest, nothing changed since that conversation. It's not going to happen, and we need to be realistic about it. Huh? He asked us to go in and do another show to send to him. That's what he told my dad we needed to do, and nothing would happen until then. I never saw an email, never received a phone call, haven't talked to anyone. So again, like, it is so unreal what she is doing financially to him. Like, he has already accepted, which in turn lets her off the hook with the podcast. Like, he accepted we're not getting the radio show, but she continues, instead of like, whew, I made it out of this situation, she keeps pulling him and yanking back in, knowing it's going to lead to nowhere. So a few days later, Laura shares via text she is getting new sex toys for them to try together. All non-traditional sexual experience were initiated by Laura Owens. Laura also brings up the Uber car accident she was in on April 6th, 3 days prior, stating she feels terrible that morning. So terrible you're into new sex toys. Okay. So Laura says, getting a new vibrator. No answer. Got cool stuff for us to try Wednesday. Mike says, send a pic. And she does. What can I see here? We got a very average looking toy, couple of lubes maybe, and the rest is too blurry. By the way, I feel absolutely terrible this morning. I took the muscle relaxer the doctor prescribed for my accident for the first time last night. Yikes. Can you pretty please stay for the 2 nights, both Wednesday and Thursday? Wait, baby, can you actually start Thursday night and leave Friday morning? Because I want us to go to do something fun Thursday during the day and then have a nice dinner. I'm not sure, darling. I told my grandma's friend that I was going to come by their house one night. I can't wait to see you. They went to Dubai. They did go to Dubai for days. Laura finds this sort of harassing coverage of her case very unfair. Laura probably talks about you, MJ. She is very aware of who is making quality content about her. Oh, yes, I know. I've gotten hit with many strikes from her already. So that's why I can't pull up the lovely text messages for you guys to read along with me, because she keeps hitting my channel. Oh, Emmers. I hope you have an amazing next few days, though. I know. Jessie 2.0. No, she's worse. She's on, I don't know. She's out on bond, Remy, and she is going to trial. she is going to trial. 2026 brings accountability. All right, so let me see. So, a couple days later, Laura tells Michael how much she loves him and wants to protect him. I love you so much, Mike. I hope you know that. No response. Mike? Hey, darling, I'm here now. Well, I love you. If that means something. No response. My feelings are so strong after seeing you again, and I just wanted to check in with you on yours. No response. Did you feel that? What'd you do, fart? Did you feel that? No response. I was just like, quote unquote, I love this man with every part of me. I want to grow old with him and protect and support him in his dreams with whatever I could. No response. Question mark? No response. Are you okay? No response. Question mark, question mark? No response. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark? I'm fine, Laura. You can't say those types of statements then followed up with a question asking if I feel the same. I really care about you and I'm thinking in the present. Oh, okay. I just wanted to let you know how I feel. I'm just very excited about our future and I wanted to share it. And I just want you to feel the same. Because, like, yesterday, I was just overwhelmed with feeling so close to you. And it's not fun to think I'm the only one who feels that. So, everything else aside, like, she does this daily. And he tells her, like, even if you don't like his responses, he's open with them. And he says, please stop asking me that. I don't know how I feel. I know you love me and I care about you, but I'm taking it day by day. And she's just not accepting it, not accepting it. A week later, Laura mentions Uncle Joe Cotchett, who is representing her in the lawsuit she's brought against Uber and the two drivers. She also apologizes for thinking Michael may cheat on her and asks Michael what salary he would need from KGO for the radio show. So every time she feels he's slipping, every time, she comes back with that offer, right? Hey, here's 200 grand in dental, like waving it in front of his face. Again, transactional relationships. You're trying to buy him. I'm sorry, I'm with my mom, so I can't talk. She told me not to tell anyone the Joe Cotchett stuff, so I'll tell you tonight at dinner. He is doing the case himself. Also, do you have time to read the chronological accident report that Cotchett asked me for before I send it off? Mine wasn't either. Restart the app. Still not working. My phone isn't even working to call Uber. I'm having my dad get one. I care about you so much, Michael. I'm so sorry I have upset you. I promise I will change. So I hope you accept that and realize I apologize from like the bottom of my heart. No response. What salary would it take for you to move to KGO? David is coming to town Monday to meet with the head of Cumulus and is going to pitch our show for syndication. I really want you to get the radio. I'll talk to my dad tonight. It's very important to me that you get it. I think it would make you happier and like less stressed. So then Laura tells Michael the Uber lawsuit is going to be a much bigger deal than she thought. She jokes it will be enough money to buy twin Teslas. There's the twins. Laura claims to have had her first ever seizure. as a result of the Uber accident on April 6th, not because of the abuse of Michael Maricini's hands. Now, this is a major one because she went on to do that TEDx talk, slandered, defamed him, and in court, open court, stated she suffers from epileptic seizures as a result of a very violent assault at the hands of Michael Maricini. How are you? I just got back from Barry's and I'm talking to Joe Cotchett's firm. How did it go? It's insane. This is going to be a much bigger deal than I thought. Twin Teslas soon. Teslas plural? I had a seizure on Wednesday night, and I've never had one in my life. I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want you to worry, but it was horrendous. I thought I was going to die. I've never had one before. I hit my head so hard that I was knocked out cold for more than a minute. Apparently, that just takes the lawsuit into a new stratosphere. I really don't want to have a seizure again, so I hope they're resolved from that standpoint. But Joe Cotchett said you don't just randomly start having a seizure at 26 if you've never had one before. So it's likely something that's happened because of the accident. My God, I'm sorry to hear that. Can he prove a correlation? He's sending me to a neurologist, but I'd imagine so since I've never had one before. Pause. I'm so happy Mike was educated enough to understand you have to causally relate them. Like, you have to go through IMEs and basically prove that it is not something. Now, don't get me wrong. It could be a pre-existing condition that exacerbated, or it because of the accident, all of a sudden now she's experiencing these. But like, it is not something as simple as, oh, I had a seizure and now, whoo, it's proven. No, it's not. That's not the way it works. Where were you Wednesday night? Were you with family? Because, if Laura, obviously with the way she messages, if she had a seizure and was knocked out cold, obviously she wouldn't have bothered Michael about that with all of these text messages, right? I was home alone. I was making Sarah's cake. I'm all bruised from it, and I have a bump on my head. How do you know you were out for a minute? How do you know you had a seizure? Great questions, Michael. I was on the phone with my mom, conveniently. I told her I wasn't feeling good and that I was feeling like my fingers were tingling. Probably all those sex toys you were using. Then I fell down and I dropped the phone. I called her back a few minutes later, but I don't really remember talking to her then. I'm 100%. I just got the referral for the neurologist today, so I'm going to go. Did you go to the doctor? His and hers Teslas. Oh my God. So did you go to the doctor? And she's just, again, because it's transactional, right? Here I am. Don't question me with logic, Michael. No need to ask me those logical questions. It doesn't matter. Mama will back me up. His and her Tesla. She really does have a thing for the twins. It appears so, Chris. Oh, for sure. Soul Angel. And we haven't seen anything to prove otherwise. I haven't gone through the Uber accident yet, Julie. That's one of the things I still need to go over. It's a good question, Samantha. The Barrow Neurological Institute program, she likes to mention it in the initial emails to people like Dave, Neil, or Reality Steve. Whatever happened with it, Bruce? Oh my God, I'm in so much pain. I actually did have a really bad sledding accident 2 days ago, just to let you guys know. Okay, I did not luckily suffer a seizure because of it, but I suffered severely bad road rash and I could not lift my left arm. So just saying, it was bad. Minnie, I think because you had a girl, a tiny girl, and when I say that, yes, it matters, or else they wouldn't have positioned Jodi Arias the way they did, or Casey Anthony. They had a girl come in and just make it appear like these men didn't want to own up and be a man. They got me pregnant coming in with her moon bump, and I think they just stereotyped them. I'm not okay, Tess. Like, I'm okay, but I'm not okay. Like, I'm in a lot of pain. And my left thigh is all like torn to shit. Like, it looks ugly. Like, I can't wear shorts, and I always wear shorts, even in the winter. If I had what I thought was a seizure, the first thing I would do is go to the ER. That's scary. Absolutely. But conveniently, she was on the phone with her mom, and she dropped, and then she conveniently got back on the phone a minute later. And so that's how she knows how long she was out. But you could see Mike questioning things now. Like, at least he's questioning it. Let me see. So Laura sends Michael a letter of representation from Joe Kochitz's firm for the Uber lawsuit and claims to go to the hospital. She feels like she may be having another seizure. Laura is right back to horseback riding the next day. So that this is the same day that he was asking about it. Yep. Bruce, you're totally right. Damn, man. It's crazy how long she got away with this, and something as severe as fabricating medical documents. So Laura sends Michael something. I can't see what it is. And she's like, I'm feeling super spacey. And I'm feeling like I might have a seizure again. But you sure can type that message without a single typo. Me too, Julie. Me too. Just an FYI, I am going to the St. Francis emergency room to be safe. I really have a terrible headache, and I don't feel like myself, Michael. And a possible bad brain injury isn't something I want to take a chance with. I'd have to have the imaging soon regardless. Are you reading this, Michael? Michael. No brain bleed. Phew. Going home and have to follow up with Kochit neurologist. Hope you're feeling better, XOXO. Oh my God, are you okay? I just woke up. Holy cow. Sorry, she said the don't feel so hot today. I have to go to the barn now, but my mom is going to drive. I need to book San Diego on the way up. Are you sure you still want to go after feeling this poorly? Yep, definitely. I have a couple of prescriptions to pick up. It's exactly what I need. I can't wait. I'll send you hotel options. We'll call when I'm done. I'm back in meetings, so that won't work. Okay, well, just call when you're done then. I wrote early. Yeah, she's totally fine, on the verge of passing out with seizures, but nope, I can meet you. Let's book a hotel. Marriott, let's go. Oh, and then a video of her horseback riding the next day. Lovely. Lovely. All right. This is the last one I'm going to read. This is 3 days later. Laura tells Michael her heart is fully his. And Laura says, just thinking about how far we've come and how much we've gone through together, I see some fantastic things in our future. I believe in you with all of my heart, and we are going to do great things together. I love you so, so much, Michael, and I hope you know my heart is fully yours. Hey, did you call me in the middle of the night, or was I dreaming? I don't have a call history for some Reese. Sorry, it's just so good. It's just such. She keeps pouring and pouring and pouring her heart out, and he's just like, "Yo, the fuck happened to my call history?" Like he's just, but he keeps telling her too. He keeps telling her, like, stop doing that. Like, stop doing that. Yes, I see your messages. I'm not responding. But she just keeps trying. She just keeps trying. All right. I'm going to pause it there. And I will be back on tomorrow. I have to, oh my God, perfectly. Look, we were 3 minutes left with this court hearing too. I have to go around my Stranger Things finale, though. I'm telling you guys that now. So I like Stranger Things finale drops at 8 Eastern. So I will be on either before or after it. So I'm just letting you all know now. Okay. But seriously, I've missed you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you guys had amazing holidays, whatever you celebrate. If you don't celebrate, I hope you're taking the time, absorbing up the love. Laura, I hope you're enjoying your freedom, because here we go into 2026, baby. Here we go. Hold on, I'm trying to find a test. Let me see. Little D, little D, little D. Sorry, this is random, but the judge looks like she's wearing a No! Little D. We know. Where's Kelly? Where's Kelly? We know. That is so funny because we have Kelly in here who we were watching that entire trial, and all the way at the end, she was like, why is that judge wearing a party hat? And we laughed our asses off because it is not a party hat. It looks like a party hat, but it's the American flag. It's the top of the American flag, but it so does look like a party hat. It so does. So now when you see Kelly in here, she has a party hat in her avatar. Yeah, we all need the party hats. We all need the party hats. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow for the last stream. There she is, Kelly. I'm here in the bushes. Look at her party hat. That is from the judge. That is, so yes, you're not the only one, little D. There's Kelly. There's her hat. We will have our last stream of 2025 ever tomorrow. And here's to amazing and new things for all of us in 2026 and accountability for Laura Owens in 2026. So until tomorrow, I will see you guys all then. Have a wonderful evening.